at a space where fashion is about more than just what you can wear. It's about what it represents. A place where independent brands are pushing boundaries, sneakers are more than just footwear, and each display tells a story. Welcome to All You Can, taking over Jio World Plaza with a mix of homegrown fashion, culture, and conscious design. AYC is taking the fashion world by storm. I want to know what inspired you and your co-founder to come up with this in the first place, and what has been the biggest challenge you all faced?
The idea was to bring homegrown brands who don't really have that light and coverage on them to create a platform for them where they can sell, interact with buyers, with consumers and the customer directly without having the stress of opening a store. So that's how we came up with the idea. Just feel like there was a gap in the industry for smaller brands. The biggest problem we faced with the event and the festival was communicating what it is.
Right.
Because the name said All You Can Street at the time, and now since we've rebranded, it's not street anymore, you know. But at the time it was difficult to explain to people what All You Can is. And honestly still is difficult, and one of the major difficulties was just explaining what this is about and why this even exists, because no one understood it in the first go. But now people are way more open to it after 2 years of doing this.
As a brand, how do you balance being eco-friendly while staying profitable and in trend at the same time?
So basically, I feel being sustainable doesn't mean you have to be extremely expensive. So what we do is we generally use our old fabrics and we make upcycled pieces out of it. Like if we have a denim which is left from a jean product, then we use it in our corsets.
It's a difficult game. When a brand gets into an upcycled, sustainable, planet-friendly space, you got to be at it because making a product is not easy. But there is this certain niche of customers who are now slowly moving towards, one, they believe in being kind to the planet. And there's a whole wave of another set of customers who's coming into the space of wanting to do something good for the planet. So it's just a matter of time before, once they start buying more planet-friendly brands, we're going to be more profitable.
I think it's really easy because we do not use any kind of chemicals. There's no wastage involved. What we do in general is our packaging is completely made out of recyclable material. This is our packaging. We already have the certification for it being recyclable. There's no plastisol being used in either of my prints on my t-shirts, because of which there is nothing called as wastage by the end of it. So yeah, I think it's really easy to be eco-friendly and still be profitable.
I think in today's age, being eco-friendly is something that's non-negotiable. So if you're going to be sitting on your accounts and your P&L, your balance sheet, everything, that shouldn't be something that should be a question occurring that, you know, we should switch. It should just be a part of the entire process of being sustainable, eco-friendly. At the same time, if you have that as a rule, like in a value in the company, and it's non-negotiable, then profitability is something that the brand has to pull somehow or the other. Again, depends on who you are. Being available if you're in the food and beverage business, if you're fashion business, then having very strong marketing. Depends totally.
What does sustainability mean to you? I mean, for me is going back to my granny. If she buys something, it sustains her for at least a decade or more than a decade, and then she will pass it on to me. That's what sustainability is to me.
The trend these days is going towards fast fashion, because of which there are like a lot of clothes and people buy them, wear it for 1 or 2 times and then they throw it away. So I feel like if there is an alternative in which we can provide good quality clothes and which can be used at least for a longer time.
I think sustainability should mean to anybody something that does not give them the guilt of ruining where they're living, what they're eating, and how they want to live in the future and see other people living ahead. And I feel fashion something has become like an epidemic at this point. Landfills are filled. Third world countries are either only making it or breaking the fashion. So I feel it is extremely important that we now have a little more empathy towards the whole thing and stop assuming that for every look I need something new. For every time, oh, 4 friends have seen this, it's becoming problematic. It's become fast fashion. Fast food is a problem of the past. Fast fashion is the problem of today.
How do you think events like this are changing the way people look at fashion?
I think events like this in India right now, it's very important because it's a place where all the like-minded people are coming together, all the homegrown brands are coming together to meet and talk to each other, and there are a lot of things more to explore. So it's, I think, very important for future also, and it's very less right now in India.
So you see a lot of homegrown brands here, right?
Yeah.
How important do you think is to support homegrown brands?
Very important. These all are like hustlers trying to make their own brand, and when there's so much competition, then there's too many big brands. So the support to them is very important.
In a space where India is doing so much, literally putting our like fashion here on the map quite literally, I think it's so important to support them and get the word out. Because at the end of the day, India does not do just traditional wear, and that's the perception that people have internationally. So I think our homegrown brands around here really help change that, and that's why I do think it's so important to support them in any way.
I think what's so great about homegrown brands is not just putting India on the map, but it's also preserving our culture and our heritage. Because each of these brands here that have been coming, someone has such a good history, like the brand Erode told me it's a place in south of India, and I didn't know that. So I just feel when I spoke to them, heard about their brand story, I was very intrigued, and that's what made me feel that these kind of events need to be coming more often and showcasing all the power that India has and the culture that we're preserving for the future.
If you were to pick your most favorite fashion trend right now and least favorite fashion trend, what would it be?
I think the best will be the Kendrick's jeans right now. I loved it. The Super Bowl performance.
My favorite fashion trend are low-rise denims and also the flared denims, the bell-bottom ones.
Least? What is the least? I don't like, personally, I don't like the net.
The mesh ones?
Yeah,
Okay.
net t-shirts, the see-through kind of thing. That.
Hrithik Roshan faces a no-no then.
Hrithik can pull off anything, he can wear whatever he wants. But personally, I don't like it.
I think I'm not very into neon.
Neon.
Like anything neon is not me.
From redefining fashion, culture and music to leading the charge in sustainability, AYC is shaping a bold new era of creativity and consciousness in India. I'm Dhea Eapen, and I'll see you next time right here on CNBC TV18.
Hey, thank you for watching this on CNBC TV18. Hope you liked it. For more such interesting news and updates, follow CNBC TV18 on all the social media platforms.